All right, in this video, we're going to be talking about midpoint, but not in the second degree, but in the third dimension. So we're going to add another axis. So normally we're working with an ordered pair that has x, then y. This is two dimension. Okay. If we want to add a third dimension, we just add another variable. So in the ordered pair, we have x, y like normal, but then we add z. That's the third dimension. That's your third axis. Okay. Really, the only thing we need to do is now just add another variable at the end, a z-axis. That's all we're going to do. So think of it like a line in 3D space in reality, right? Think of a line on a post. So here you have a line, or a pole right here, then a line that droops down. This line right here is in 3 dimensions. It has a left, right, forward and backwards, and up and down. Okay, there's 3 axes. That's the third dimension. It's not going to change that much when it comes to the midpoint formula. You can see that we're still finding the middle value between the endpoints, E1 and E2. But now, instead of just having X and Y, we're going to add a Z axis or Z variable. That's it. So if you look right here, we're just adding essentially a third step. We're finding the third number in the third variable, the axis, the middle number in that third axis. That's about it. So let's take a look at an example to see how it's done. Again, we have our formula right here. We're just adding a z from what we were doing in 2 dimensions. We need to find the midpoint of a line segment L1 with these endpoints. It's -5, 10, and 9. That's E1. Then E2, the second endpoint, is 1, 4, and 8. You can see that I labeled it right here. This is my X, Y, and Z. You can see by the color coding that I have. So I just need to find the middle number for X, middle number for Y, and the middle number for Z. And then I have the midpoint in 3 dimensions. So let's take a look. Let's do X. I'm going to do -5 and 1. You can see it right here. -5 and 1. Grab your calculator, make a fraction. Put -5 plus 1, and I'm going to put 2 on the bottom. I get -2. You can see how I get -2. Do the same thing for y. It is going to be 10 and 4. So alpha y equals, make my fraction, plus 4, divided by 2, and I get 7. Good. Now, in 2 dimensions, that's when I would stop. But in 3 dimensions, I have again, third dimension. In this case, z. So I have -9 and 8. Going to add them together. Make a fraction. -9, 8, divided by 2, and I get 1/2. If I wanted, a decimal, again, I hit math. I'm going to go down to 2, press enter, and there we go. I have right now -0.5. So the midpoint of line segment L1 is -2, 7, and -0.5. If you have any questions, please raise your hand and I'll come by. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.